Good day everyone. Today we're going to talk about the different topics of science, technology, and society. The first one is science. Science in Latin word scientia, which means knowledge. It is organized body of knowledge using scientific method, while technology in Greek word techne means art, craft as skills. Lugo means to speak of, imply the practical application of technique, while society in Latin word societas, meaning friend, ally, or interaction between people. Now we're going to talk about ancient times. There are 6 civilizations in ancient times. The first one is Sumerian civilization. Samaria is located on the southern tip of Asian Mesopotamia. Sumerian created cuneiform, Uruk city, the great ziggurat of Ur, and etc. The second one is Babylonia civilization. Babylonia created the Hanging Garden of Babylon, built by the great Babylonia king Nebuchadnezzar II for his wife Amethyst. The third one is Egyptian civilization. Egyptian created paper or papyrus, ink, hieroglyphs, cosmetics, wig, water clock. The fourth one is Greek civilization. Greek created alarm clock. Alarm clock purpose was to tell an individual to stop or when to start. The second one is watermill. Watermill commonly used in agriculture purpose. The fifth civilization is Roman civilization. Roman created newspaper, bound book or codex, Roman architecture, and Roman numerals. The sixth one is Chinese civilization, oldest civilization in Asia. Chinese created silk, tea production, Great Wall of China, and gunpowder. Number 7 is medieval or Middle Ages. Medieval medieval created painting press, microscope, telescope, and war weapon. Number 8 is modern times. Modern times created pasteurization, petroleum refinery, telephone, and calculator. The last one is Philippines invention. Philippines inventions are salamander, amphibious tricycle, salt lamp, medical incubator, mosquito ovicidal, and Egyptian. Next is the theories of philosophers. The first one is Nicholas Copernicus. Nicholas is canon and doctor. Copernicus resembled the Greek ancient philosopher or thinker. He did not do anything extensive such as observing heavenly bodies or inviting people to test his ideas. Thought experiment. The second one is Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin thought of evolution. It is not the strongest of species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Charles Darwin theory of evolution, he gave value to evidence based on science. The third one is Sigmund Freud, famous figure in the field of psychology, known for his method of psychoanalysis. Freud ideas and theories are still considered nowadays as a great inspiration to examine human mind and behavior in a more scientifically accepted way. Freud, Freud compared the mind to icebergs. Iceberg. The first one is the unconscious mind, the small amount of mental activity we know about. The second one is subconscious, things we could be aware of it we wanted or tried. The third one is the unconscious, things we are unaware of and cannot become aware of it. The fourth one is the ID. It is a part of unconscious mind and compromise the two instinct, iris and tinnitus. Now we're going to talk about the history of Seth in the Philippines. The first one is pre-colonial era. Before the arrival of Spanish colonizer in the 16th century, the Philippines had its own indigenous technology and scientific practice. Second one is colonial influence. Spanish colonialization in 1565 to 1898 brought significant change to Philippine society, including of the realm of science and technology. The third one is American period in 1898 to 1946. The United States took control of the Philippines after Spanish-American War. The fourth one is post-independence era in 1946 to present time. After gaining the independence from the United States in 1946, the Philippines focused on nation building and economic development. Moving on is the government policies on science and technology. The NCRP clustered these policies into four. Cluster 1 are social, humanities, education, and international policies and governments. Cluster 2, physics, engineering, and industrial research, earth and space science and mathematics. Cluster 3, medical, chemical, and pharmaceutical science. And cluster 4 is biological science, agriculture and forestry. There are 10 famous Filipino scientists in the field of science. Ramon Cabarrus Barba, Laudis Jancy Cruz, Josefino Casas Comeso, Fabian Meller Dairit, Jose B. Harcruz Jr., Mariso Panganiban Ruiz, Rafael Dine Cruz Guerrero III, Lilian Palahio Patani, Gregory Licor, Tongonan, Enrique Mapua Ostero Jr. Now we're going to move the information age. The rise of social media. Facebook, the longest social media platform in the world, had 2.4 billion users in 2019. Social media has changed the world. The rapid and vast adoption of these technologies is changing how we have find partners access information from the news and organize to demand political change. The next topic is biodiversity. Biodiversity refers to the variety of living species on Earth, including plants, animals, bacteria, and fungi. The impact of biodiversity loss, a decrease in biodiversity within a species, an ecosystem, a given geographic area, or Earth as a whole. Biodiversity or biological diversity is a term that refers to the numbers of genes, species, individual organisms within a given and biological communities. The last topic is climate change. Climate change is the use to describe the long-term change in the Earth. Climate change as rising temperature, melting ice, and sea level, and extreme weather event. The causes of climate change are generating power, manufacturing, cutting down forests, using transportation, producing food, powering buildings. And the effect of climate change are hotter temperature, more severe storm, increased drought, a warming and rising ocean, loss of species, not enough food, more health risks, and poverty and displacement. Environmental awareness is recognized of the importance of protecting natural environment from activity that may harm it. The cause of environmental degradations are overpopulations and overexploitation of resources, ruinous agriculture practice, landfill, increased deforestation, environmental degradation, improper land use planning and development. The effect of environmental degradations are impact of human health, poverty, atmospheric change, loss of biodiversity, scarcity of natural resources. I am Keziah BSCS-2B.